And some of you don't believe that reading and hearing and learning the Bible will really transform your life. And you might not say that out loud. You might not say, I don't believe the Bible will transform my life. And maybe you would say that. But let's just be honest with each other. Like many of you, right now, here at other campuses, many of us are living like we don't need to read, hear, learn from the Bible on the majority of days in our week. Many of you, if you're really honest, have said, if not with your words, with your actions, like I just don't believe it's that important. And there's a number of reasons behind that. Like, it's kind of an ancient, outdated book. It's not really relevant to the things I'm walking through on a daily basis. Some of you think the Bible just doesn't address everything I'm going through. I don't see its value. And if you think, okay, the Bible doesn't address everything I'm going through, then I would just say that you're right. It doesn't. There are all sorts of things you experience in daily life in the 21st century that the Bible does not address. But what if that's not the Bible's purpose? What if the Bible was never intended to be a manual for every circumstance you face in life? Which is what I think we try to make it into. I think even pastors with good motives try to preach it as. Like, I look across the church, I know there are parents right now here at other campuses who are struggling to raise teenagers. But there's not a lot of specific passages about teenagers in the Bible. I know there are men and women who are have experienced the pain of divorce. But there's not a lot of passages about divorce. I know there are people who are wrestling with how to manage money. And while the Bible does have a lot to say about money, it doesn't specifically address stocks or 401ks or Social Security. I know there are people walking through cancer or other sicknesses right now. Families with all kinds of special needs. And there's just not a how-to text to go to on all of these things. Which causes some people to say, well, then, yeah, what good is this book? Not to say it, even to think it. And this is where I just want to encourage you based on what we're seeing in 2 Timothy 3:16 and 17, because what this book is able to do is so much better than any how-to book on all of those circumstances. This book is able to transform your life to look more like Jesus, to enable you to walk in step with the very Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit of God, who will lead you and guide you and live in you in the midst of every single circumstance you face in daily life.